Hello viewers, I'm Barry Mtapa. I'm here once again to talk to you about business tip. Many of the times that I see on the market or even on shopping malls where you find that a shop will start, after 3 months they just pay those rentals. After 3 months you find that they have vacated. And then you see that after maybe 6 months they stop trading. After 2 months someone who was vegan was eager to make an impression, and then you find that they vanish on the market. And these are the things that I want to discuss, the basic things that you need to look for when you're trying to set up a business. Because many of the times that you find that many people will set up businesses and yet they fail to sustain them. So sustainability is very important. So you need to do a feasibility study. And this is what I want to talk about. When you're doing a feasibility study, what are the things that you need to consider and to look for when you're trying to set up, or even a shop, or you want to set up your own life career, you want to set up your own thing so that you are able to venture into something that will be able to sustain you and able to grow your life. I'm not talking about the bigger business or what, but these are just basic things. The first thing that you need to look at, viewers, you need to look at the people. You need to study the people's levels of income. What do people levels of income able to do? For example, I can't go and set up in a shanty compound and start selling diamonds, because diamonds are expensive to process. So if I sell diamonds in a shanty compound, definitely people will not come in to buy for those products that I'm selling. So I need to make sure that I study the level of income. You categorize people into the level of incomes that people are able to earn. The lower income, you categorize them. The middle income and the higher income. So depending on those levels of income, you come up with an idea of where you are going to set up your business. You are going to set up your shop. You are going to set up yourself. So you position yourself according to the level of income, the target market that you are trying to study. Study the people's level of income. The other thing you need to study is the tastes and preferences. So the second thing, after you study the level of income, what do people in that area love most? What do they look at? What do they shun? Or even if you find that there are many people that are doing the same thing, but how are you going to penetrate that market? How are you going to sell your product? So you need to connect it with promotion or advertisement. How are you going to make yourself known? Or if you're coming up, you're new on the market, are you going to make yourself be known on the market? Definitely you look at the price, you look at the quality of the product, you look at the packaging, you look at the level of skill and your language that you're going to portray to the people, so that you hook them to come to your sales. And like what is happening, you find that 2, 3, 4 months later, they just pay 3 months in advance the rents, and you find that the shop is closed. Why? Because they have no income to pay the next one. They fail to sell because they never studied the market. So you need to study the feasibility market. You need to study the laws that prevail in that area. There are certain political laws or human laws that persist in that area that you are able to study and able to understand. Once you understand this, you find that it will be easy for you to sustain your business, because you know what people like in that area, which are tastes and preferences, or in other words, the demands, what people demand in that area. That will help you to set up yourself, to set up your career, to set up your business, to set up whatever you are doing in life. You need to know the taste and preference, the demands of that people. For example, I'll give an example. You're in the football pitch. What do you think that people love in that area? When they're recruiting a coach, they'll look at the type of football, the philosophy that club has. For example, they want to play entertaining football, or they want to play defending football, they want to play attacking football. So these are the things they'll look at. The manager who bring that thing. So the third thing is you look at the people that you're going to employ. What type of person are you going to employ there? What type of level of skill? What type of imaging will that person bring to your setup? So you look at those things. These are things that you need to study. The other thing, you need to look at the location. It's very, very important when you're doing that, you look at the location. The location is very important. You find that you might set up, for example, I was giving an example of a diamond business, and you find that you've put it in a shanty compound and people stop selling. Or you just sell 2-3 times. After that, you find that people stop coming to buy your products. because you never studied your location. Your location matters. Your location is linked to the price. It's linked to the people. It's also linked to the way you are going to market your product. These are the things that are able to help you to sustain. If you study this quickly you study this before you venture into a certain thing, you find that you're able to sustain yourself. You just be studying them bit by bit. As you grow your business, as you grow yourself, as you grow your market, you find that eventually the business you begin to be sustained. You begin to grow your volume, you begin to grow your sales. So the other thing is how you're going to sell. Because no matter how you study the location, how you study the people, how you do that, the last thing that you are going to do, or we can put it either the first or the last thing, is how are you going to sell your product? Are you going to use Facebook this time? Definitely you can't go and use a Facebook in a shanty compound. You need to look at the people that are there. What type of people, level of education, level of income, the skills that they have. What is it that you're going to offer? Are you going to enter with a lower price, then eventually you begin to go up? Or are you going to go with a high price, but you go vigorous to do a promotion where you say buy this and then buy 4 products, after that to give you free the next one? So these are some of the things that are going to help you to promote your product, because selling is what keeps a business sustained. If you are not selling, definitely, even if you buy good stuffs, you waste your resources, you waste your capital into something. So how are you going to sell yourself if it's in a career? How are you going to make your people be known? For example, if you're a football player, or if you're doing something in your career, how are you going to sell yourself? Definitely, you make yourself visible. You need to be visible in the things that you are doing. People must notice you, must be able to see that this is Barry, because they identify you by a certain type of image, by a certain type of character. So selling yourself is what is key, is what will sustain you. It's how you are going to package yourself. So when you're selling yourself, definitely you put a certain language, you put a certain packaging, you put a certain character, you put a certain discipline. These things will help you to promote yourself, to promote your business, because it is key in your life. If you are not able to sustain these basic things, you find that it will be like a story. You find that from this time you were up, today you've gone down. So learn the basics. The basics are simple, but they are very expensive to manage, because you need to have that skill, that anticipation that this thing will go wrong. And secondly, you need to constantly study the people. Study your customers. Constantly study your customers, because the taste of customers changes. You find that you open a bar, after 2, 3, 4 months, or after a year, people will stop coming and go to another bar which is opened. Why does those things happen? Because the tastes and the preference of people has changed. So you need to constantly learn what is changing. Feed yourself, have your ears on the ground. Constantly study the market. Compare yourself with what others are doing. Why are people now going to another shop? Why are people now venturing into another thing? It's because there's something that they're offering there. The last thing that you need to do, you need to package yourself in a unique way. Very, very important to package yourself in a unique way. Uniqueness is what is competitiveness. Uniqueness is what gives you the advantage over others. You might sell the same product, you might sell phones, you must do the same thing, you must be marketing the same products, but how you come about it, how you speak yourself out, how you show yourself on the market, that uniqueness, that differentiation is what brings competition. You can sell the same price because you're dealing in the same products or the same service, but how you make yourself do it in a different way, how you handle your customers, how you handle your employees. Remember, employees are the biggest asset in the company. Most of the time that you find that as people, as we are managing certain business, we focus our attention on the customers. Believe you me, customers will never be satisfied until you satisfy an employee, because the chain of reaction, that service will start from one employee, or the idea will start from you. It will go to the next manager, it will go to the next manager until it reaches the customer. But that chain where this thing is passing through, you find that people must be satisfied, and these are the people who are going to market yourself to the customers. They'll market themselves to your families. They'll market themselves at churches, where the association they are found, because they are happy. They will never leave your organization to go to another one, because they know that they're happy where they are. Very important to sustain employees, because these are the people who drives your ideas, who drives your vision. So empower them with the right skills. Create an atmosphere where they can learn, feel comfortable, because they are happy with you. So these are basics that you need to understand when you're trying to set up something new. And I believe I've helped one way or another few people that have been struggling to sustain their business, because they have never sustained, they have never studied the market, study the people, study the level of income, look at the people what they like, package yourself in a certain way. How are you going to sell your product? How are you going to make you be known to the people so that they begin to tap into that thing? But in the way that you are selling yourself, be unique from others, because uniqueness is what gives you an advantage over your rivals. Believe you me, with few things, if you study them, they are few but they are powerful when you are doing something new, or even at your career level, we are trying how you are going to sell yourself, how you are going to position yourself, that you are visible to the employers, you are visible in an organization, they see the potential in you and elevate you from where you are, because they are running to the skill that you have. Begin to package yourself, package the business, invest a lot of knowledge in it, value it more, value the employees, and you will go far. And we will see that Zambia is powerful. We have many resources, many technologies, but what we lack is discipline and sustainability. Whatever we start, we must start a project, but we fail to sustain it. I've seen many projects fail because of failing to study the market. We are just launching it for the sake of launching, but there's no heart, there's no passion, there's no sustainability. We don't study, constantly go back to review how that thing is able to affect others, because markets change, people change, we need to adapt, and mindset is what is key for you to adapt and change. And you find that you go far as Zambia, as a nation, as political leaders, as church leaders, as family leaders, as fathers and mothers, and even at the social level. We will do much, and we will be able to put our country on a bigger platform. Our businesses will flourish. I might give you what might work for me, might not work for you. But with these few basics, you're able to pick up something and grow yourself from there. I thank you, Mother Zambia. God bless you.